Willie Nelson? That's right, baby. Halloween.
Always wear a mask. The faces of those I've wronged have come to haunt me.
What could you possibly have done to Casper? Oh, should we have watched the first edition?
Yeah, I don't like watching sequels when I haven't seen the first one.
Who are you?
Halloween is really a special time, isn't it?
Oh, good, it's Halloween.
Especially for me. You can see why if you know who I am. Look up a little.
Are you God?
That's me, a jack-o'-lantern. Yeah. At Halloween time every year, I sit up here and watch everybody go by. It's a nice and scary time, isn't it? All those wonderful costumes and masks and makeup. I think about how much fun Halloween is. I also worry a little bit about the things that can spoil the fun of Halloween.
Like shitty animation.
Those kinds of things scare me too, but in a different way. For instance, look next door. That's where Corey lives.
That's not nice. Don't look in their house.
Have you got that pumpkin ready yet?
Corey's going to carve a pumpkin with her dad.
Weighs 50 pounds.
That's the epoch times. It doesn't matter what paper.
Probably.
Come on here and set it down.
Okay.
Let me get the paper straightened out.
How's that?
That's fine. Have you decided what kind of
Pandering to the TikTok crowd, aren't you?
Now, a pumpkin's not easy to carve. I know that.
Oh,
You need the proper tools.
different film. Sorry.
But first you have to draw a face that you can carve. Corey's doing that.
That's a nice pumpkin
That's a
face.
good face.
Thank you.
Let's see if we can cut the top off now.
I like
Then
that.
you cut the top off so you can scoop out the insides. It takes a sharp knife. And you know sharp knives can be dangerous if they're not used right. I'm glad that Corey's father is helping her. It's much safer that way.
Eager to get inside?
Yeah.
Go ahead and pull that off.
We lobotomized it.
Look.
You ever seen the inside of a pumpkin before?
Yeah. Not that way.
Okay, now comes the fun part. Gotta start
Really?
cleaning it out.
Oh, that wasn't fun?
Getting my inside scooped out tickles me. It'd tickle you too.
I don't think so.
If you were a pumpkin.
Oh, I see.
So far it's been fun. But look at Corey's hand. Kinda gooey, isn't it? Corey is going to carve the face with a small knife. Can you imagine how that knife could slip and maybe cut her? I hope Corey will do the safe thing.
Forget about Halloween. Hey, are you going to do that crossword? Where did they get paper towel?
Good, that's a lot better. A clean, dry hand can hold a knife safely, and cut with it safely too. Cut slowly, carefully, in small slices, and always cut away from yourself.
And towards someone else.
Make sure there's an adult, or someone a lot older than you, who can help you if you need help. That's the safe way to carve a pumpkin. I'm glad Corey isn't going to spoil her Halloween fun. Carve carefully. That's one way to have a Halloween that's fun and safe.
Well, Halloween's over.
But what about having a candle burning inside your pumpkin?
At both ends.
Well, I'm sitting on brick. But a candle and a pumpkin on a wooden porch might not be safe at all. A flashlight could be a lot safer then.
But that would suck.
But it's best to stay away from lighted candles that are inside or outside of jack-o'-lanterns. You know why.
Why don't you just stay home?
Well, not everybody carves a pumpkin on Halloween, but just about everybody does dress up in a costume. For instance, look across the street there.
Why does he keep telling people to look in other people's houses?
Do you see what I see?
A robot from your future.
That robot is Jeremy in his costume.
Oh, you ruined it.
Oh, Jessica, it's you. How do you like my costume? You look great.
Yeah, and I'm self-basting.
Well, it may look great from the outside, but from the inside,
There's Larry
things don't
David
look
on
very
her
good
shirt.
at all. Jeremy can't see very well with his robot head on, and I don't think the rest of his costume lets him walk very well.
Beady, beady, beady.
He can't bend his knees.
Yeah, but it's cool. Come on.
How are you going to walk in that?
Where's your sense of aesthetics?
Maybe he's a robot that flies. What about R2-D2? He didn't have knees.
It's hard for Jeremy to keep his balance.
Because he's drunk.
If Jeremy went out like that, he might keep losing his balance all the time.
Or someone might put a
He might
burrito
fall
in
down
him.
just anywhere, and probably everywhere. Sidewalks hurt you when you fall on them, and so do streets. And streets are especially dangerous to fall down on. Jeremy has to be able to walk better if he doesn't want to spoil his Halloween fun. There,
Oh,
that's
now he can do
a
aerobics.
costume
That's cool.
shouldn't make you trip or fall. That's not safe. It should be easy for you to move in your costume.
Kind of ruins the
And
illusion.
you have to be
though.
able to see where you're going.
Look, Jessica.
A mask that makes it hard to see could get you into all kinds of trouble. There, that's much better. Jeremy can see well now and move
Now
safely
he looks
in his
more like a
costume, too.
mailbox. He ruined it.
Oh, but look at Jessica. She can't see much with her mask on.
But that's what they sell in the stores. This is very
It's too big
anti-corporate,
for
this
me.
video.
A monster needs an
Ah.
ugly face.
Hi,
But
Mom.
does it have to be a mask?
Yeah.
Makeup can be just as good.
And if you
And
use
it's
a
always
permanent
just the
marker,
right
you don't
size
have to
for
do
it.
it again next year.
Just don't get it in your eyes.
Oh, are we going to have to watch another version of the Joker?
If you're not too good at putting on makeup, get an adult to help you. Make sure your mask and costume let you see well and walk well, and they won't spoil your fun on
And
Halloween.
always draw away from yourself.
Of course, the reason you get all dressed up at Halloween is so you can have fun going trick-or-treating.
Do we ever get to go trick-or-treating?
Oh, now you're trying too hard.
And I like to see all the children out in their costumes. But when I see them, I
How
always
did
hope
they
they don't forget
coordinate
all they
enough to
know
dress
about
as the
crossing
village
streets
people?
safely. And I
Although
hope
I don't
you
remember a
either.
Viking as a village.
That's
but,
especially
you know,
important
whatever.
when drivers
I
can't
hope
see
they
you
don't
well.
dress as big ears.
And for you to see the cars well, it's a good idea to take off your mask when you cross. Even though it may not be night yet,
Or fall.
it's dark enough to make things outdoors hard to see, you and the cars. It makes me so happy when I see children look to their left for cars, then right for cars, then left again before they cross.
Or the other way if they're in the UK.
You mustn't forget all the safety rules you know on Halloween, and especially because it's dark. It's safest not to cross between parked cars. That can be very dangerous. And don't cut across yards or empty lots. When it's dark, you can't see what's there. Remembering safety rules is very important on Halloween. There's something else that can help keep you safe outside when it's dark. You'll see right away.
But if it's dark,
Yes, just as I thought. They're coming up my walk now. The people who live in my house like to take pictures of the children who come by.
Oh, I bet they do.
yeah, we've heard about them.
Oh, treat, not trick, please.
Okay, we're gonna take a picture for a treat too. Everybody smile.
Nito.
Now you'll see what there is about their costumes that makes it easier for drivers to see them when it's dark.
Last known photo.
Do you see how easy it is to see the bright colors in the costumes? Bright colors are easier to see at night than dark colors are. But there's something else. Some parts seem to glow from the camera flash.
Because they've captured their soul.
That's how those parts will look when car headlights shine on them. Those are just pieces of special tape that reflect light very well.
Look how
You can
happy
put
they
tape
are.
like that
What a
on your
fun
costume.
Halloween.
And on your trick-or-treat bag. Some costumes already have reflecting material on them. Making your costume and your bag easy to see makes you easy to see. And that's a good way to help make Halloween safe. The safer Halloween is, the more fun it is for
Thank you,
and
creepy,
for me.
pervy guy. See
That's
you
what I
later.
think. But some people have a strange idea of fun. They think it's fun to mess up other people's things with paint.
Especially if you're in the Warriors.
They don't think about how the people feel whose things are ruined.
But that does look like fun.
And some people think it's fun to throw things at cars and houses and buildings. But the people whose things they're messing up don't. I don't
Oh,
either.
and outside.
It isn't fun to spoil other people's things and make them unhappy.
Old bald
Some
guy
people
and
even think
kid,
it's fun
they're
to
cops tonight on
Smash
ABC.
pumpkins. Oh no, that's not fun.
You name a
Not for
band
all the
that.
people who work so hard carving pumpkins.
Yeah, it
But
is fun.
especially not for us pumpkins.
Do it! We hate him.
Do it, do it.
Wow, that was close. Some people don't know what fun really is. I do, and I'll bet you do too. And I know they do. Trick-or-treating is always fun. But there are some things you should remember to help keep it fun. One thing is to always go out with friends. And have an adult come along too. don't ever trick-or-treat alone.
Listen, make friends. All right.
And if someone you don't know very well invites you in,
Look, tonight. Would you like to come in? I have more treats inside.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
that's right.
Circle
Say,
back later.
No thanks.
I know.
And
Look
don't
at
eat
that.
the treats while you're collecting them.
The worst
Stay in your own
candy ever.
neighborhood. Don't get too far from home. Don't worry, you'll collect enough treats.
Now there's too many rules.
People are expecting you.
Kids really cleaned up when they went to Benny Hill's neighborhood.
And even if you don't stop at houses with no outside lights on, which you shouldn't, you'll have a wonderful time at Halloween.
Ring their bell anyway.
Some of you will probably still be out when it's really dark. That's when flashlights are an especially good idea. To help you watch out for places you might fall or stumble over if you didn't see them. But remember, don't shine those flashlights into anybody's eyes, especially a driver's eyes. That could be dangerous. It isn't hard to have a safe Halloween.
You know, I never thought of any of this stuff until he brought it up.
Just look how easy it is to see those
Beady,
children when
beady,
they
beady,
cross.
offline.
They wouldn't want an accident to spoil their Halloween fun. I wouldn't want that to happen either.
And you don't have the insurance to cover it.
Trick-or-treating is almost over this Halloween for Corey and Jessica and Jeremy. It's almost time for them to head for home.
What about the other kids? They just Halloween
But what do you
on.
do with all the treats you've collected?
Eat them.
A lot of them are things to eat, of course. But you don't eat them all. At least not right away. That's for sure.
Okay, Buzzkill, what can we eat?
And there might be some you
This
won't
guy
want to eat
didn't
at all.
see me when I was a kid,
Get a
that's for
grown-up to
sure.
help you decide. Or at least someone a lot older
That
than you.
horrible candy.
You see, some people think it's fun to play tricks with your treats. Watch out for candy wrappers that have been torn or punctured. That might be a sign of tampering.
No, that just gets them started.
There might be things in the candy. So break open candy bars before you eat them.
Nope, that's another good one.
Cut
Sorry.
fruit into
Yeah, that's
pieces before you
delicious.
eat it. Just in case something's been stuck
There
in
was
it.
a knife in that apple.
Even without
Watch out
razor
for things
blades,
that look
giving
like
fruit is
candy,
wrong.
But might be
I'll
medicines
take that.
or
Just put
drugs,
that back.
or even
I'll
poisons.
take care of that one.
Don't eat anything that doesn't look right. If it looks funny, it might not be so funny if you ate it.
It's half good.
Treats are so much fun to collect. It'd be awful to have them spoil your Halloween fun by making you sick.
Why does he hate licorice?
Corey's treats
No,
won't
just
make
put
her
them in a
sick.
landfill.
And I hope yours won't make you sick either.
Probably get rid of that.
I hope you can have the most fun you've ever had this
Why
Halloween.
don't you just go through the refrigerator and throw everything
Halloween
out?
can be a scary time. Not because of witches or ghosts that we know aren't real, but because of real things that can spoil our fun.
Like you.
Just remember these few important things I've told you about. Carve your pumpkin carefully. Make sure that you can see,
Beady, 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 I'm a
and make
mailbox.
sure people can see you.
It's the worst picture ever.
Remember all your safety rules, and take off your mask when you cross a street.
Trick or treat!
Trick or treat in your own neighborhood, and don't keep any treats that don't look right.
Why don't you just stay home and avoid all of this?
If you can do all that, then you won't have to worry about scary, real things happening on Halloween, right? Right.
He flipped his lid.
This was their attempt to do a spin-off show.
That ghost just killed that pumpkin. All right. Free skate.
Have a fun and a safe.
They didn't even mention hot babysitters in this.
Is that the ghost of Spooge?